Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So for the past 3 months, I've been researching on something that I've really wanted for a very long time, and that is a drone. And after watching a ton of YouTube videos and doing a lot of research online, I came up with probably the best drone to date, and that is the DJI Mavic Pro. And so I ordered it last week, and I ordered it directly from the DJI website. I highly recommend that because if you order it from a retailer or anywhere else, it's going to take a long time to get it. If you order it directly from DJI, especially if you get the Fly More package, which I did, it took 4 days to get here. And so I think that's pretty fast considering how much demand are on these right now. And so I do highly recommend the DJI Mavic Pro Fly More package. And as you can see, it comes with a lot of stuff. It's worth the extra $300, and mostly just for the batteries. You know, this thing has one of the longest flight times of 27 minutes, but that's in ideal conditions. And also, if you're doing a long shoot somewhere, you know, 20 to 25 minutes probably isn't going to be enough for a lot of things. And so having those 2 extra batteries that come with it alone are worth the extra price. And then you get the extra propellers. You get the you know, the charging bank for those 3 batteries, and you get an awesome bag. You know, if you look at this bag, it's very high quality. It's just the right size. I can't believe that a drone actually fits in this thing, but it is a great addition to this kit. So I do recommend getting the Fly More kit. You know, you're trying to save a little bit of money. Hey, if you're buying a drone and spending $1,000, you can afford the extra $300, I think, and to get the Fly More package, because in the end, I think you're going to be very satisfied. And so I think what we're going to do next, we're going to take a look at the controller and then see if we can get this thing off the ground. So the controller for the Mavic Pro is actually pretty awesome. It is heavy duty, but still lightweight. It fits nicely in your hand. I was actually surprised at how small it is, but it does fit my hands pretty nicely. So, and what you want to do when you get your controller, it'll probably be charged a little bit. Mine was charged at about 30% when I received it. I did plug it in, charged it up to 100%. And to check the battery level, you just push the power button, which is right here, and it comes on, shows you what the battery percentage is. To turn the controller on, you push it once, and then you push it and hold it again, and it says connecting. All right, so right now it's waiting for me to hook up my phone. I'm going to use a phone. A lot of people like to use it like an iPad mini, some other tablet. I just like to use a phone because you're always going to have your phone with you. It's just not an extra thing to carry around. And so one thing that I do have is I have a little bit of a different phone. I have a Sony Xperia. Most people out there are going to have the Galaxy S7 or a variation of the Samsung Galaxy. I will be getting that soon because it's just time for me to upgrade. But with the Sony, I actually have to connect from the side here, where the Samsung you'll connect from the bottom. And so right here, there will be a cable connecting this area right here. This little spot moves, and there's your package comes with some cables, and you can slip that cable in here, and then it connects right into here. But since my phone is a little bit different, I have this connector on the side. I'm actually going to use the USB cable that comes with it, and all you do is plug that in the bottom, and then actually underneath the controller right here, you just plug a USB cable right in there. And so it works just as well. You know, it's kind of a hassle having this cord hang around, but I don't think I'll even really notice it. And then I guess one thing I did forget to mention, when you plug your phone in, it will automatically, if you set it, automatically bring up the DJI Go app, and which it's not doing right now. So let's see if we can just bring up that app, and then it will start to connect to the controller. Alright, there we are. Now when it first pops up, it's going to say Phantom 4 Pro, or it might say a different unit. What you're going to do on the app is you're going to click on that little triangle right there, and then it brings up all the DJI models. This is the DJI Go 4 app. This is the actual latest version. I know a lot of people use the regular DJI app. But then just hit Mavic Pro. It will bring up your Mavic Pro and then click on Enter Device. And so what that will do, it brings up our main screen. And right now it says aircraft disconnected right there because I don't have the drone on right now. I just wanted to kind of show you how to hook up your controller to your phone. And if you do have a regular phone with the connection on the bottom, you'll use this connection right here. So see if we can get that to focus. Like I said, there's I think four cables that come with it, 4 different connections, and that will run inside your controller and plug into this micro USB right there. And so that's how your phone will be powered on. So I think what we're going to do right now, the next thing we're going to do is take this thing outside and see if we can at least get it moving and maybe get it off the ground. Okay, so the next thing you got to do is you got to upgrade your firmware. And right now I'm waiting for it to complete upgrading. It will tell you what to do when you plug your phone into it, and it will say upgrade firmware, unable to connect, and so you just need to hit on download, and it will download that. I don't know if you can see that with the flare, the brightness or whatever reflection, but it says it takes about 30 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes and it looks like it's almost done. It says 90, I can't even see it, but something like 90%. So it says 30 minutes, but I suppose it depends on your connection. So that's the first thing you need to do before you can actually get it off the ground, because otherwise it will say cannot connect. And so I'm just going to sit here and have a sandwich while I'm waiting for that to finish. Alright, so we got the firmware updated the other day, and after I got that updated and I was going to fly my drone, and I decided that with all the trees that we have in our yard and all of the obstacles you may have seen on the video, that I think I felt more comfortable flying it out in the open, since this is the first time I've ever flown a drone or anything like this. And so I wanted to be somewhere that was wide open and there was less chances of running into things. I know it does have the obstacle avoidance and it does have all of the safety measures in there, but I just feel more comfortable being out in the open. So this is a couple days later. I kind of wish I would have done it that day because it is 19 degrees outside right now with about a 15-mile-an-hour wind. So it's not the best weather for flying a drone. But I just wanted to get it up in the air and kind of get some footage and show you guys some of the basic stuff it takes to get this thing off of the ground. And so basically, once you get your firmware updated, plug in your phone, turn on your Mavic, and it will say ready to go. I do not know if you'll be able to see that because of the glare, but it says ready to go and GPS mode, and so it's green and it's ready to go. Just a couple of things. You should register your drone with the FAA. It takes 5 minutes. You go online, pay $5, and enter the serial number, and you're registered. The other thing is, I live within 5 miles of an airport, and so sometimes when you turn your drone on and you turn on your controller, it will say flight restrictions, and then it will give you some options to skip those flight restrictions. I don't recommend doing that. If there are flight restrictions, I would call the airport, make sure it's okay for you to fly, let them know how high you're going and how long you're going to be flying. So you just want to be safe, make sure that you're not going to cause any trouble with any aircraft in the area. So right now we're clear. I don't have anything, no warnings or anything like that. And so I think what we're going to do is get this drone up in the air. I'm not going to go through all the details of how to fly a drone. There's so many websites, so many YouTube channels out there that show you how to do that. And so basically I just wanted to give you my perspective as a complete rookie ever flying a drone. And if you have other questions about all of the details and all the settings and things like that, I'm going to link some of those down below, some of the very helpful YouTube channels that I found. And you can check those guys out for all of the settings and things. And I'm sure I'll go through some of that stuff as we go and you know, hopefully educate you guys a little bit more. So, but basically this is just the maiden flight. Kind of wanted, well, it's not the maiden flight. I took it up in the air a little bit and flew it in a little bit circle around the yard. But like I said, just didn't feel comfortable. So here we're gonna go up and get some footage. It's probably not gonna be the best footage because most of the settings on the camera are gonna be by default. And so I'm just gonna stick with that. And hopefully I'll learn as I go on how to change some of those things to make my footage look better. So let's get this thing up in the air and I'll show you some footage. So basically, if you haven't watched any YouTube videos on how to do this, there's two ways. You can hit the launch button, which is right on your phone, or you can push both your joysticks down and inside, and that will start your drone propellers. And then it says taking off, and then it does say now that this area may include flight restrictions, and so you just check those off, hit confirm, and we're not going to go too high. We might go up to 60 feet, but that's about it. So let's see if we can get this thing up in the air and get some footage of the baseball fields and the dog park in the area here. So I just hit return to home button, and it is now coming right back down to where it started from. Hopefully you can see that. And there we are. She has landed. And so, yeah, just got it up in the air, got a little bit of footage. Like I said, not much to this video, but I just kind of wanted to get it up off the ground and fly it around a little bit and kind of show you guys really how easy it is. And so, you know, technically, this isn't really hard to fly. Basically, you could fly this thing after about an hour of reading and watching some YouTube videos and things like that. The one thing that they don't really show on YouTube, or any of the videos that I watched anyway, is psychologically how difficult it is to fly this thing, because, you know, even though there's so many backups in it and, you know, so many fail-safes that will help so that you will not crash your drone, you still just don't feel quite comfortable if you've never flown one before. So if you haven't flown a drone before, I highly recommend getting it out into the open, take it up and down a little bit, fly it around in little circles and things like that. So that's my advice as a beginner. Hopefully this helps you out, and hopefully you guys subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to have a whole series on flying the DJI Mavic Pro. My lips are kind of frozen, so probably my speech is a little bit slurred right now. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Not yet anyway. So, but if you kind of want to follow my journey through learning how to fly a drone, go ahead and subscribe, hit a thumbs up, and comment any questions that you have, maybe if you're looking into buying one of these, and hopefully I can help you out. So like I said, I'll put some links below to some of the YouTube channels that I found useful, and hopefully someday someone will link my channel for more information. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.